And hopefully, my stream bot will continue functioning as I want my stream bot to.
Welcome
But,
to the 100-acre hood.
who?
Woo.
Who said that?
Huh?
Who's under
Who
the
said that?
Woo.
Who are you?
Ooh. I was about to say that.
We are not in cahoots.
But we will be soon.
Alright. Yay! And we're using our new start screen because I really love it.
Speaking of, I need
And
to
we're
actually pull
showing
up the
for
Twitch
that.
right now, then.
Oh,
Oh.
did y'all see that Monster Hunter World has over 100, like, what was it, like 100 million, like, sales
Active players?
now?
Oh,
wow.
cotton new?
Sales.
Oh wow.
Dude,
Oh,
100
God.
million active players would be like so much of the world's population all playing World
That'd
at
be a
once.
third of the US population.
No, they've just sold 100 million units,
Damn.
which is very impressive for a game series that has probably never had something like that before.
Yeah, I feel like eventually we should maybe do another stream for it just to get onto the boat again. But I sometimes I feel like it's just kind of trying to capitalize on it, and I'm like,
To be fair, Wild does come out within a year, probably.
That is true. We could play a little bit before Wilds comes out. Like keep trying to beat Fatalis, and hopefully get
Yeah.
Fatalis done before Wilds.
Hopefully.
Lord knows I'm not ready for that. It's been forever since I picked up that sword.
To be fair, no one's ever ready for Fatalis, and you have to fight that monster so much to understand it.
Hmm.
Yeah, fair.
And he hits so hard to begin with because he's the final monster. He's the
He-
final monster. He is meant to hit like a truck. It doesn't matter if his movements are slow.
He
Or
hits like a truck that has fucking eaten a goddamn solar plexus of hell.
it doesn't matter if he's like slow and crap. He's the final monster. He's meant to hit like an absolute train wreck.
Yeah, it's
And
very
that there's
painful.
why I picked up some high defense armor and a crap ton of fire resistance.
Alright. Well, hello and welcome, dear patrons, to Purgatory Corner, the Library of Dreams. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be discovering, or continuing, the tale of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak DLC. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free. As always, credits go to Culticat for creating this amazing Stream Starts Shortly overlay thing. It looks really, really cool. We're going to be using it for probably most of our videos in the future, and we'll try to get Rogue to do it as well. But in the meantime, we're going to see if this works. And oh, that's still satisfactory. Whoops. Hold on just a moment.
Take mine. Satisfactory.
Satisfaction. Where's my current games here?
Till I can get
So
mine.
we're all do that, and then we're all,
Satisfaction.
nope. That's why do I have World on there? I should have World on there. I should have Rise on there. Whoops. I have a finished games folder, and I have a current games folder, and I put Monster Hunter Rise in the finished games, and I'm like, why did I do that?
Because technically, at one point, you did. We had.
Blah, 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 blah.
Because I mean, we did finish Rise technically. We just haven't finished Sunbreak.
Oh yeah.
So technically, it is a completed game, more or less. Just the
we
DLC makes it incomplete.
Yeah. Alright, so we are back here. We can fight Rakanakadaki? Is that
I tried
Rakanakadaki?
poison.
Magnamalo, who will fucking kick the shit out of us. God, Golium and Sonocanth? Or Daimyo
Sonocanth?
Homitar and
Yeah.
Shogun Senator?
I think the crabs would be a fun dual fight.
That's
I think they would be.
Plus, that we only have to actually do 2 more quests to
Mhm.
initiate the next major story arc.
I don't remember Rakna, so we'll probably do
it's
rock
the
paper.
spider. It's the fire spider.
I don't actually remember that one. So, yeah, I think we'll do that.
That's a
And of
darn shame.
course,
I actually had a lot of fun with that one. All right. Let me double check Raknakadaki's
and
weaknesses.
Pocket is currently busy with life trying to get everything in order, so she's not going to be joining us today, unfortunately.
Let's see here. They recommend an ice weapon for this. Okay.
Do I have a nice weapon? I severely doubt I have a nice weapon.
I'm glad I finally
weapons.
I'm glad I finally
have
took
a-
a seat and upgraded my weapons. I do have a nice weapon.
Nice. I have a fire weapon.
Hey, good to see ya.
I would not
I was
recommend that
working
for a
on-
fire monster.
I was working on something, but I don't know what it was.
Did you add it to your wish list?
No.
You really need to get into the habit of doing that, Sin. It'll actively give
day.
you a pop-up when and you collect an item that's required for a piece of equipment you're trying to construct,
Oh, that's nice.
as well as tell you how close you are to its completion when you get back to the town.
Why are there so many ice weapons for this thing? Good
For
lord.
the greatsword?
Yeah. It's like 5 of them that I've seen so far. Ooh. M.R. Ludrith. Huh. Okay. Oh, Kushala.
You don't have
Oh,
master rank
wait a
growth
minute.
parts?
Why can I see Kushala and Teostra? Did we fight?
Because we've killed them in standard.
Oh.
They're
Those
standard
what?
monsters.
The weapon pools are pooled, or the weapon options are pooled for the crafting trees in the weapon side. It's just the armor side that's not quite true.
Spear tuna.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
They have a lot of funny joke weapons.
Cat's soul, cat's curse. Oh, this actually has paralysis. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the felling weapons.
Huh.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure they're carryovers from 4, wasn't it? Or did they appear before that?
So that's Ibishi's line.
I think they
Interesting.
may have been before, but don't quote me on that.
Demon's Rod. Okay, so I think
at the very least with
Dynamo.
At the very
Or
least, with certainty, 4 was the first time I saw those weapons.
okay, so the Hermitar and the Sanitar are going to be giving me my ice stuff or my water stuff.
Oh, which Hermitar?
Both.
Oh,
So I guess we could fight that. I do need to fight Andrath before I can get those blades, so it doesn't matter which ones we fight. Okay. So I'll just go with my fire for now. Oh, I need to eat still.
Same. Anyway, son, what do you think of my new layered armor?
Ooh. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Aside from the weird, creepy owl.
Necro. I am the Necro Code.
The Necrocarhoot. Oh, that's the...
Could you say you're in Necrohoots?
Oh, that's bad.
Yes, we could.
Yes, let the dad jokes flow through you.
You're terrible.
Hey, I'm in the
Not
mood.
terrible.
I'm in the mood for comedy.
I'm just training to be a dad.
Oh,
Honestly,
one day.
best do that early.
Oh, I think I switched up my armor a little bit. Not sure if it's easily tellable. But I changed my gauntlets. I think I changed my pants? Question mark.
I mean, you can check your
yeah, my
equipment
shoes.
in right now.
Yeah.
Look. You don't have to be a dad to have the dad jokes down pat, okay?
Where's my equipment display? No. No.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of an
Oh,
old
later.
joke I remember seeing a long time ago that my older brother sent me. Is this something to the... Or I believe he said... I believe his entitlement for it was the first of many dad jokes.
Exactly.
Wife comes in. Honey, I'm pregnant. And the husband stares over. Hi, pregnant. I'm dad, he says with a tear rolling down his face. The first of many dad jokes. And
Oh,
it's
I love
beautiful.
Dude, like half of my jokes with friends at this point are just dad jokes.
Honestly, fair.
Should I go with cat girl or should I go with firehead?
You do whatever the heck seems most. You do whatever you think looks the nicest.
Yep. Dude, this animation is so long.
Which animation is that anyway? I
Warm
gotta
up.
see this. That's a warm up.
Yes, it's just the animation warm up from the chat menu, and it's like this animation has just keeps doing more and more. It's like, dude, this is long.
What is this? Spirit fingers?
Yeah, the jazz hands.
I love how you're just presenting Wally.
I mean, who else is as glorious a setup process as anyone? He's got as good glorious as he's got the most glorious of all of us.
How much wind up
Sorry.
do you need?
There we go.
Still going.
Jesus Christ.
How long is this Okay, I think we're back at the start now.
Are you? Okay.
Yes, now we are at the start again. Dang, that was like a
Good.
5-minute animation.
Good lord, my man. Alright. Let's get this
I
party
regret
started
absolutely nothing.
by murder. Oh, a shady, sandy spider nest.
There's sand in my butt crack.
I got so much sand in my hands. Doggo, away!
I'm just gonna take the northern exit.
Where's our,
if you
where's our
please.
target?
Just in the gap between area 9 and 10.
Oh, okay. I see.
Looks like it's underground.
Woo! Getting me some hell. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Picking up random bugs.
Same.
I probably should have, but I didn't.
Going underground. I had a relatively good day. I'm really mad at my work. I'm super annoyed at them.
I have arrived.
So I don't think actually I've told you, Dan, about how's my work has been going. So
You have not.
yeah, I'll tell you as I tell the crowd too. So I work at the moment as a courtesy clerk, night shift courtesy clerk, which, god damn, you're huge. Oh, you're the dude with the giant ass. That's right. That's what you are.
It's a spider. What do you expect on it?
Well, you know, it's a pretty big butt. But it's not, I work as a courtesy clerk, specifically a closing shift courtesy clerk. So I am supposed to be doing stuff like, you know, bagging a lot, doing the cart roundups. Yeah, if you guys have ever done general grocery work and stuff like that, you guys basically know the gist of everything. Facing stuff. Can you let me stand for 2 seconds, dude? I'm stunned. Thank you.
Hi, stunned.
Uh-oh.
Son.
Hi, stun. We're cahoots.
God damn. I forgot how annoying this guy was. But if you guys have ever
That's why we have
done
these!
any kind of
Feel the
grocery
power flow
work,
through you.
you pretty much know the gist of all the stuff, the facing, everything like that. So that's my normal duties as a courtesy clerk, right? I have two bosses. I have Tabby, who is the kind of store manager. She kind of oversees the scheduling, she oversees the courtesy clerks, she makes sure things are done during the day. Cool, whatever. And then I have my higher boss, which is Daryl. He's a really nice dude, and he oversees several buildings. When I first got hired, he was like, alright, you know, we have what we call a dairy wall, right? So we have the several sections, and then a weekly ad that we have, which has a dairy section on it. This dairy section at the back of our store, down aisle 11, we have a little end cap. That end cap, we stock all of the dairy ad stuff. And usually we have the dairy guy, Cody, do that. He stocks it, he stocks the rest of the aisle, everything like that, beginning of the day. Makes our lives a lot easier, super nice looking, cool. And, but when I got hired, Daryl, basically, he looked at me, he was like, alright, I need you to stock the dairy wall. I need that to be your first priority. Because, if I don't stock the dairy wall, Cody might leave. He might just up and leave the job completely, and they'll have to hire another person. It's a whole big deal, right? So my job has been to focus on the dairy aisle, to make sure the dairy stuff is going good, to make sure that Cody's happy and no one leaves. Fabulous. This is, and I want to remind you, this is on the other side of the goddamn store from the entrance, alright? That is very important to remember. Doesn't feel like it is, but it is. And so this is all the information Daryl's been telling me. He's like, I need to make sure you do the dairy wall. I need to make sure that, you know, it's going good, that Cody's happy. So that is part of your nightly duties, is to make sure the dairy wall is faced, the dairy area is faced, and I also have to face the chip aisle, the cheese aisle, all that fun stuff, you know. And so I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that. You know, that's not that hard. That's relatively simple. It's, you know, relatively easy stuff to do. However, then you have Tabby. Tabby and him, I do not think, are on the same page in any way, shape, or form. She wants me to do all of my other tasks. She wants me to face the water in one of the aisles. It's like 20 cases of 24 water. She wants to make sure that I'm doing bagging on the other side of the grocery store. She wants me to do cart roundups and all this other fun stuff, right? That by itself is hard, and it's kind of annoying, but it's not super difficult. However, it is very annoying and very difficult when you have literally an entire other job's worth of stuff that you're already doing on the other side of the entire goddamn store. And so I was told by Daryl, when I come in, right, my job is to go up to the dairy thing, other end of the building, and fill the milk. Once I'm done filling the milk, because I get there at 2:30, so I'm closing. I work 2:30 to 11. When I get there, they've already been blitzed from the noon people coming in, right? And by the time I'm done stocking the milk and eggs, it's directly before the 5 o'clock rush when everyone's out of work and stuff like that. So I'm right between the two blitz times. So I need to be doing the stocking. I need to make sure that the eggs are good, because otherwise we're losing potential business, right? You could also technically have another courtesy do this, or another pre-closer courtesy do this, or anything like that, but they don't. So I'm the one that does it. And it's very annoying. And so he told me, you know, when you start your shift, go over to the dairy aisle, fill the milk. I'm about to die.
Then suffer.
Oh, am I? Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Go grab a bubble.
Continue my story in just a second. There we go. But he told me that when I start my day, I go to the dairy, I fill the milk, I do the eggs, and then I face whatever else I need to for the dairy aisle so that we are ready for the 5 o'clock rush. This is very important. However, Tabby, a couple days ago, and I guess they weren't on the same page, she was annoyed at me because I was starting my day over in dairy. And, God, you whore. But I was starting my day over in... Gohan, why didn't you dodge?
Why didn't you dodge, Gohan? Come on, Gohan, dodge!
And so, she was kind of annoyed I was starting my day over at dairy instead of starting my day doing bagging and doing other stuff like that. So, she had my friend Riley come up and try to tell me to come over to her, and, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know my path. So, I walked over to Daryl because he walked by, he's like, how you doing? And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. He's like, what do you mean? I already told you what to do. And I'm like, yeah, and Tabby's telling me something completely different. He's like, alright, let's go walk over to her, see what's going on. So I walked over to her and I was like, yeah, I want him to do the bagging. I want him to do the carts and all this fun stuff, which takes time away from the dairy wall. It takes time away from all my other duties. It even takes time away from my my night shift duties, which are basically an entire third job I'm also doing on top of everything, because of course I am. This includes like facing the wine, facing the beer, doing, facing the waters, and 27 other things. And another thing I'll get to in just a minute. And so he was looking at me and looking at her, and he's like, no, I'm having him do the dairy wall because the guy's gonna quit if we don't. And she's like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, so have all the other courtesies do it. We have like 6 or 7 of them. Have them do that. Have them do the night shift. Or have them do, all the facing, all the stuff like that. He doesn't need to be doing this stuff because I need him to do other stuff. And she's like, okay. And I legitimately thought that was going to be it. I thought that, if she needed me, she would call me on the radio. And otherwise, she just wouldn't need me to come over. Which 90% of the time, they don't need me over there. They have legitimately other people who can do so that are during the day. The only time that, she legitimately needs me would be after she leaves. So it's, not that hard. And, but so I thought that was gonna be it, The next day, literally, like I think yesterday, I came in, right? I was doing all my normal daily stuff. And, she called me out to do carts. And carts is not that hard. You basically grab all the carts from the parking lot, you pull them inside, or you pull them into a little area for carts. Kind of necessary to do, especially during rush hours and stuff like that, because people need their carts. So it's whatever. I'm moving away from dairy, but I have the time, I have everything like that, whatever. And then about 4:30 comes along. Have you guys ever heard of a bottle drop?
No.
It sounds familiar?
Yeah. So I'll explain that in just a second. But essentially, she had me walk outside, and literally less than 30 seconds of me walking out of the doors to go and do cards, she called me back in. I was like, why? But she called me back in, and the guy I was with was like, oh, she's gonna have you be bottle boy. And I'm like, she better not have me be bottle boy. I have other shit to do. And I came in, and she looked at me, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take out the bottle drop. It ends at 6 o'clock, and so that's part of your nightly duties. Mind you, again, I have all this other shit that I'm doing, and literally every other courtesy I have leaves after 6 o'clock. So they can all do it. But she's like, yeah, it's part of your nighttime duties, so I'm gonna have to go talk to my manager tomorrow, Daryl, and tell him I'm not doing that. So what bottle drop essentially is that in Oregon, you are required by law, if you are a big enough company like Safeways and Walmarts and stuff, to have a bottle drop. And what it is essentially is people can bring over their bottles, shove it into a machine, or you hand count them, and for every bottle that they have, you get 10 cents. For every bottle that they give you, you give them 10 cents, basically. It is the nastiest shit on this planet. Like, homeless people kind of, bottles that they've drunk from and had in a bag for, like, literally, like, 4 or 5 days, kind of nasty. And I mean, like, the trailer, holy shit, the trailer that we shove all the bottle bags into is so sticky that when I lift my shoe off the ground, it sticks to it.
Gross.
It's nasty. It smells like 15-year-old tuna in there. Like, it's bad. And hand counting, you have to touch every can that they give you. And you don't know where these cans are. Half the time they pull them out of a trash bag. Sometimes these people will, like a lot of people, especially in town, will go and fish inside of trash bins to get bottles out, because it's 10 cents per bottle. and we have to touch those. It's nasty. And it closes at fucking 6 o'clock. I leave the store at 11 o'clock. My nightly duties start at 9 o'clock. This ain't my job. And I will be damned if I have to do it. Because no, it's not something that I should require to do. And I don't have the time right now to do the rest of my job. You know, facing all the aisles and shit and like that. And everything I've said so far. Because on top of everything that I've said so far, there's a thing that we have to do called the sweep log. We are again required by law to do this. Essentially, the law is that every hour, or 45 minutes to an hour, you have to have documented proof that at least somebody went around and checked to check the building. To see if there's any dangerous spills or anything of that sort. If there is, you clean it. If you don't do this log, god damn it. If you don't do this log and somebody gets hurt, like say they trip on a spill that nobody noticed, nobody cleaned up, they are allowed to sue you, and you have no grounds to stand on, basically. So we are required to do this. And specifically, the night shift courtesy, me, is required to do this. I do this every half an hour. I will walk around the entire building can you stop? Every half an hour, you know, and drop everything I'm doing to do it. If I'm outside doing the bottles for an hour and a half, I can't do that. I work on the other side of the store on top of that. So I really can't do it. And then on top of everything else, because yes, there's more. There at one point, we were walking and talking and stuff like that, and he looked at me, he's like, yeah, you know, if you have the time, I would want you to face the drink aisle and the cookies and crackers aisle too.
Hey guys, over here.
And I'm just like, bruh. Because on top of everything else, he wanted me to do that too. And I'm just like,
It seems like you should have a.
no.
It seems like you should have a few discussions here.
Oh, I should. And so tomorrow when I go into work, because they also switched my schedule without telling me. Because of course they did. Because essentially Tabby told me that every single week I work Tuesday through Saturday, 2:30 to 11 p.m. Right? Pretty much no exceptions. And then literally the next week, this week, I found out on Friday that she had switched my schedule. She had moved me specifically next week to Monday through Friday. Without telling me. In any way, shape, or form. Except for the fact that there's a schedule in the break room. And if I hadn't looked at the schedule, I wouldn't have known.
I'd almost recommend writing a rap for that.
Yeah, no one cares though. That's the worst part. The absolute worst part though.
They're concerned about that one employee leaving, and they're not concerned about this. Sin.
No.
More power than you think it sounds like.
Yeah, the absolute worst part though is, legitimately, half of the employees of the store, the last week, called out sick. And they've done so for the last 2 weeks I've been working.
Sounds like a worker strike to some degree.
Something like that, I guess. I honestly couldn't tell you. No one, even my coworkers don't know what the fuck is going on. Because they're pissed at it too. Because they gotta pick up the slack. And it got to a point where the last 2 days, I've had one cashier. Tabby had to take over cashiering at one point. And it got so bad that the night shift cashier that I have at the moment, she got really annoyed. Because, her line stretched all the way from cashiering to the other end of the building where the pharmacy is. It stretched all the way.
Yeah, that sounds like poor management.
Yeah.
So, from my perspective at least, Tabby sounds like she's doing a power grab. David's just sitting there, doesn't really care to some degree. Or he's tried to talk to him and she's pissy at him, so she's doing all this shit. Sounds very annoying. Probably half the people called out not because they were sick, but they were sick of dealing with it.
Probably, yeah. And it's like, and if I don't have my if I don't have my pre-closers and I don't have my normal courtesies, I have to do like 3 times as much work because I have to stock everything, I have to fill everything, I have to make sure everything's going, and then I can't really do that while also doing my nightly tasks and also doing all my other stuff. Thankfully, I do have a really, really awesome night shift supervisor. And he actually goes around, his name is Chase. He goes around, usually with another pre-closer or another person of management, another supervisor who's doing like pre-closing or whatever. And they'll go around and they'll do the stocking with me to make sure that I'm able to get everything done for the night. And that's been like the last 3 days I was working.
That probably sounds like they understand what's going on and know that you're not going to be able to get everything. To me, that
Oh,
just sounds like a
100%.
whole bunch. To me, that just sounds like a whole bunch of people are having power battles with each other, and some of the people that are really involved in the dispute actively understand that it's affecting workers and trying to do what they can.
It's very annoying. And even Chase is very annoyed about it because, you know, he works with me. He's got to make sure all my stuff is done. And he usually takes over if it's not done. And he stays like an hour after I do, after I leave. And him and one of my other night shift, Alondra, they're really sweet. I mean, I had the sweetest interaction with Alondra, right? She came up to me while I was doing my night shift stuff on, I think it was like Thursday or some shit, Thursday or Friday. I don't quite recall. It was a long day though. It was a long fucking day. Half the courtesy clerks clocked out, and the other half, they were fucking incompetent. Like, legitimately just not getting shit done. I had so much to do that day, and I was literally constantly running the entire day. And, Balandra came up to me at the end of the day. I was getting, you know, I was facing the wall that I need to face and all that fun stuff, like chilled beverages, and she walked up to me, and she looked at me, and she went, "Hey, I just want you to know, I really appreciate you. Really appreciate all the work you're doing. You're doing an amazing job. I've not seen these aisles look this good." And she paused. She actually paused. As she went, "A long time." And I felt kind of bad for her, because I was like, oh, that's not good statements.
Yeah, it sounds like for a while.
Yeah. And man, I have some rough courtesies, and most of them are like 16 to 19. Most of them are like half a decade or more younger than me. You want look at Dan?
Aha!
Anyway. But most of them are
Forever.
like half a decade younger than me, and almost a full decade younger than me in the case of one dude. And in his words, he likes to take his time. Oh, okay.
Hey, it's in
That's-
the arena. Nice.
That's neat. He likes to take his time doing the stocking. If you're ever a stalker for anything, for any grocery store, period, in your life, never go slow or I will hurt you. Is the most infuriating shit that I will ever deal with. Is so goddamn annoying. Purely because it's like, if you go slow, I have more shit to do. That's just how it is. So anyone who goes slow for stalking, personally fuck you. I hate it so
I don't know-
goddamn much.
I don't know why. To me, that's just like, boss makes a dollar, I make a dime. That's where I put. I feel like it's that mentality.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 100% is. But I'm trying to do my job competently. But they're all teenagers and shit. So it's like, fuck all of you. But yeah, so tomorrow is going to be so much fun. By the way, yes, I worked 5 days, and then they changed my schedule, so I have 1 day off instead of 2. Then I work another 5 days, and then I get 3 days off.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, which I don't really mind all that much. I don't do much anyway, so it's whatever. And we're not doing jump chain tomorrow anyways, so it's not like I care that much. But oh my god, I really wish they would tell me before they switch shit because
That
Ow.
sounds like stuff that's happened to Corin.
couple times. Okay. This is how do you crouch?
Don't you just
Okay.
hold the dodge button?
Or yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I was bleeding. I was like, Yeah, Corin's been dealing with a lot of that too, but from his store. So that's fun. Thankfully, he hasn't had as many people call out on him. Apparently, this store is notorious for people calling out constantly. Which is just really shitty. Because if you're calling out constantly, you should be fired. And someone should fucking replace you.
It's also a pretty good indication as to the actual community that works there. Not necessarily on the side of the employees that are calling out, but perhaps, as you mentioned, perhaps it is just this one
Strike or some
manager has
shit?
been causing a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
To be
too.
fair, like a lot of businesses where they have multiple managers for the same thing, at least from what I've seen, it's the commonplace of the managers don't communicate or they don't like each other very much, or one doesn't care and the other one doesn't like them but won't just not take it out on them through
Yeah.
company motives. So you end up in this situation where you've got one manager who's actively doing everything in their power to make the other manager look bad, but they're using the employees to do it. I've seen it before.
So annoying.
I've seen it in non-stinking, like, grocery stuff. Just a job in general. I've seen it.
Ow!
The worst part too is that so we've had a shit ton of people calling out, right? And I've talked with my coworkers because we just kind of chat in the break room every now and again. So I've talked with my coworkers. I'm one of the few people who has 40 hours a week. Like most of my coworkers that I've talked to, and I've said, "Oh yeah, I have 40 hours a week." They go, "I'm sorry, you what?" Because I'm closing courtesy, so I have to have 40 hours a week because they need someone to close constantly. I have history doing so, a lot of history doing so, and experience. But yeah, apparently, I'm one of the few people who gets a constant 40 hours a work week. Bearing in mind that we have people constantly calling out, and I'm doing the work of like 2 or 3 people every day. It's just like, dude, I'm used to my coworkers being incompetent. I'm not used to a manager being incompetent.
Happens so.
So what I have to do tomorrow, and they're not even mean to me. Like I usually expect incompetent managers to be mean to me. No, they're nice, and they're usually really good about talking to me about stuff aside from fucking scheduling. And I've never really had an argument with them per se. But tomorrow, I'm going to have to go in.
Oh, I got grabbed by a crab!
Oh, shoot.
It's gonna break my pelvis!
Where's my powder? Where's my powder? There it is. Take it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go into work tomorrow, right? And I'm going to have to go and immediately find Daryl, even before I can start my shift and shit. Probably I'm going to have to get there early so I can go talk to him before starting my shift. Hopefully he's there. But I'm going to have to go up to him, right? And I'm going to have to be like, "Hey, dude, I need to talk to you." I haven't had to do this before, but I'm also closing courtesy, which means that I'm a little bit higher ranked than most of the courtesies and shit, and most of the other people in the building, because I'm closing. I'm doing 90% of the job to some degree, and so I'm one of those people that kind of needs to do. They kind of need me for the job, otherwise they're kind of screwed. Because they don't have someone to replace me. I'm replacing the last guy that left. And they really don't have someone to replace me. So I need to walk up to the guy, to Daryl, and just be like, "Hey, bud, you know, I can't do the bottles. I refuse to do the bottles. Straight up. I'm not gonna say I can't do the bottles because it's not my shift, and you know, it's not my task or whatever. It's not something I need to focus on. He's gonna agree with me, but basically, I'm not going to do it. Period. I will leave that job before I have to do the bottles. No. I have very bad experience in
Guys,
Portland dealing with it.
Samurai, he's low. Catch him.
Oh,
Put my
nice.
trap up already.
If I can... Oh, I found it. Okay. Buddy, come here.
They knocked each other out.
Oh. Shogun, I'm right here. Shogun.
Dang, I'm doing horrible.
Shogun, come here.
Shogun is not exactly an easy he's not the easier of
That's not the one.
God damn.
No. Daimyo said, "Oh, look, free food," and oh,
He went for it so hard.
So much for
Daimyo,
my
I
sacrifice.
swear to God. Okay, come on. There you go. Alright. Oh my God. Wait. There we go. Alright, we got him. Oh, smallest size update.
I'm
Nice.
stuck
Oh.
on his claw for a second.
Poison
But yeah,
trap.
I'm gonna have to go up to Daryl and just be like, alright, first off, I'm not doing bottles. You know, just not going to. I'm gonna put it nicer. I'm probably gonna be like, hey, I don't know if you and Tabby are not getting your wires in the same line or something, but here's the sitch. You know, I'm doing like 3 jobs. I really am at this point. Even Chase agrees with. Ow, you whore. Wow.
Got him.
Wow. So that's gonna be a wonderful moment for Twitch. Sorry about that, viewers.
What'd you do?
So it knocked me against the wall, right? And the camera can't phase through the wall. So my character stood up, and because of my outfit, it was just a booty shot for like 10 seconds straight.
Money shot, money shot, money shot.
It was though. It was just a straight up. That's a butt for like 10 seconds. I couldn't do anything.
Oh, well, I don't think
Use
we have
one
another
too.
trap.
I do.
I dropped mine, and I guess you
Is-
dropped yours. Sin, do you
Is
have
it weak?
one?
I do.
Yes.
Is it weak? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Shock trap.
Please, I'm about to die.
Come here, boy. Come here, boy. That. Ow. That's.
Oh shoot. Ow!
Bruh.
You have my things.
And we take some time and we realize there's someone else there, and he gets
no.
real high and he says,
The fuck?
He got me.
You got me too.
"I got grabbed
Wait,
too."
no, he got Sin.
Oh, yeah. Easy on me. Where's my electric trap? Our electric trap right next to. Come on, man.
Let's go.
Why?
He is literally dancing around it.
Bruh.
This feels like the animation that
You were like 2 inches from this damn thing. I will stand
feels
on it.
like-
Fuck you. I will stand on
This
it.
feels like the animation that what's his
Thank
face
you.
did about Nergigante.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
Just
his
simply
dancing
because he's officially classified as an elder dragon, so you can't use traps on him. So they just like had
Jeez.
animations of him just like bouncing off of the electric traps like he was actually dancing. All the while the
That's
hunters are staring at
beautiful.
it just like, what the crap?
Let me get real high.
But yeah, that's been my experiences at work so far. I've been working there for 2 weeks, by the way. Only 2 weeks. Don't you guys love work? Yeah.
The only time when I had to never mind.
A
I guess 40 hours a week
Lunarian.
is pretty standard on typical day jobs.
I see.
Oh, is that the next?
Rampage was called a Calamity level Elder Dragons. Choreo are insects by comparison.
I know it's been...
Oh, Melzino.
Oh
Malzinos.
no!
They might not be the
That's
whole story,
the,
but they're in there
That's the
somewhere.
vampire dragon, Sin.
Oh, that's fancy. Take care of the Luna Garon. And
Lunagaron.
Bahari, get your suckers. Oh. That's an uncomfortable statement. I don't know what it means, but it's uncomfortable.
I guess
Such a
Espinasse is the next one. Huh. I don't remember the order. I thought it was Espinasse next.
Ice Wolf Red Moon. Oh, we get a proper wolf. Ooh, exciting. But yeah, no, I've been working there since last Monday. Oh, I think I told Wally this because I was laughing about it. But I don't think I told you, Dan. So when I started work, right? I went by there, I think Thursday or Friday for my interview like 2 weeks ago, and I was doing my interview and whatnot, and they're like, all right, yeah, we'll process your background check when it comes in, make sure everything's up, and then you'll come by and you'll do all this fun stuff. And when your background check is gone and through, we'll make sure that essentially we pull you in, we'll call you, we'll pull you in, make sure you're doing all of your computer training, and fantastic. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like, yeah, sometimes it takes like a couple days, sometimes it takes a couple weeks. It really depends on a few factors. I'm like, alright, whatever. So, on Friday, they called me and they were like, hey, I want you to come in to do your paperwork. You know, we got a background check done. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. And so I came in on Friday to do my paperwork. And they're like, okay, cool. So here's the thing. We're going to start you on work literally tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. And like, yeah, so we'll have you work Saturday, we'll have you work Sunday, you'll be off Monday, then you'll work Tuesday through Saturday, basically. Or Tuesday through Thursday, something like that. I'm like, okay, that's odd that you're starting me so soon, but sure. So I came in on Saturday, all ready to work. Had my whole apron, had my outfit, everything like that. Came into work, and the person who was probably being trained to do I don't know what the wording is, like introducing people into the work, making sure people get where they need to go, and doing all the training with them. Her name is Amber, and so I sat down with her. We started working through everything. Danny, oh, you good?
Sorry, I was trying to take care of a couple old tasks on the side, and I'm still
Oh, you're
working on them.
But so Amber is the one who deals with all that. So she had me come in, and I started talking to her, and she's like, okay, well, we'll get you started on your computer training. That'll be all you do today. I'm like, okay, cool. And so we walked to the back. She sat down at the computer. She logged me in. She looked at it, and she went, huh. And I went, that's never a good thing. And she went, yeah, you're not here. Like in the system? She's like, yeah, no, you don't exist to our system at the moment. And I went, okay. She went, yeah, so I don't know what's going on. And so she called Tabby over. Tabby walked over, and she was like, oh, yeah, he's not in the system. I guess maybe his background check came in too quickly.
Pale moonlight
Ooh.
barely breaking through the clouds. A creature
Ooh.
wanders restlessly through the darkness.
Oh, I like you. You might be my new
stepping
favorite.
firmly, never dropping its pace.
Noted, he likes
Its
wolves.
entire body
I do like
honed
wolves. I
to
love wolves in my
perfection.
game.
Finally,
Also, it's just like
clouds split
made
apart,
entirely of metal. That
and
thing
the
is
moon
fucking
reveals
badass.
itself.
Oh, it's not metal, it's ice.
Silver light
Oh.
illuminates the land and the mountains.
I should have brought a fire weapon.
Dust,
I did.
it trembles
Well,
with unbridled
his scales are
power,
blue, but he's an ice
and
monster.
with an
so-
entranced roar, it shows its true form.
Is it like ice and metal, or is it just ice?
His element's just ice. Now,
I
those
think
are
metal's
just
an
scales
element,
and
anyway.
probably frozen ice over his body, so...
This is gonna be a hard fucking fight.
Eh.
You don't say!
What even is my ice resistance?
Get real high, and I know.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna quickly switch my weapon.
Okay.
You know what we do next is up to you.
Status.
Alright, I'm on my way.
I have 1 ice resistance. That's not awful. It's not good, but it's not awful.
I'm very nervous that they're giving us this many null berries.
Thankfully, I always carry 10 on me, so.
Let us finish what we started in the shrine.
You
But
didn't
yeah,
even
no,
stick
so.
around to get my buffs.
Oh, right.
Whatever.
Uh,
Let's just go. He's over in area 8.
but yeah, no, so apparently my background check, because it's blank, mind you, I've seen my background check. I've had to do my background check 9 times in 3 years. If not more, for school and all that other shit. So I've seen my background check multiple times. It's blank. It's completely blank. There's nothing on it whatsoever. They just don't care about my existence. So they passed my check through, and apparently it's the fastest they've ever had a background check go through their system. Probably because I've done it 9 times. And because of that, they decided, oh yeah, well, the computer doesn't register that you exist because it's before your official start date, so come back Monday. I'm like, okay,
Target is surrounded
I
by
guess.
three. We need
So
to
I came
stay
back Monday, which was originally the day I was going to be off. And this really goes to show, by the way, their really, really bad communication skills.
The target has been spotted.
Because they,
This time.
they had me come out on Monday, and they said I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But they didn't say anything past that.
Large monsters in
So I
the
asked them what my schedule was going to be. I asked Tabby what my schedule was going to be. And Tabby said, well, you're going to work...
enemy.
What the fuck? Oh. Tabby said that I was going to work every Tuesday through Saturday until the end of time, basically, or until I leave. And I said, okay, cool. That was on Thursday, by the way. And she said, Tuesday through Saturday. So I assumed that meant that I came in on Friday and Saturday as well. Because Tuesday through Saturday. Turns out, no, that's not what she meant. That's not. She meant next week I would start Tuesday through Saturday. This week, on the other hand, or that week, I worked until Thursday. And they didn't tell me that I only worked until Thursday. They just kind of assumed I would know. For some reason. And so I worked. So I came in on Friday. And I was like, yay, I'm here. Every one of my coworkers looked at me and said, hey, why are you here? Every one of them. All of them were like, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You're not working today. And I'm like, I don't know. So I ended up
My job
walking
had
on tower.
horrible communication, but
Very.
this is... I think this is... How did they manage to get worse here? It seems like that would almost be an illegal level of lack of communication.
Honestly,
Not illegal.
I wish it was. But
I
yeah,
mean,
so
they can straight up get you in trouble for not coming into work, but if they can't actually tell you when you're supposed to be here and still can blame you for it, that's stupid.
yeah, because they have us on the calendars, on the schedules, but they do the schedules like 3 weeks ahead of time. So when I joined, I wasn't on the weekly schedule the entire week I was working, or this past week that I've been working. I'm only on the schedule now on my 3rd week. So they had it on the schedule that I was working Monday through Friday. This next week, and that's the only full written statement that I've gotten so far about my work schedule. And I'm just like, bruh, please, for the love of God, be competent people. So I'm really just tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to go in and just start fucking hammering at Daryl, and I feel kind of bad for it. But at the same time, if he wants me to do my job and do my job well, one of three things is going to have to happen. Yeah, one of three things is going to have to happen. One, I get a secondary closing courtesy for them to do all the shit that I can't do, because at the moment, that's my manager, or my supervisor. And my supervisor, that's not his job. And I don't want that to be his job, because he has other shit to do. That'd be Chase, by the way. Super cool dude, really good at what he does, and really cool supervisor. He's also a very big fan of Markiplier, and he actually went to see Markiplier in person when he was doing Markiplier's tour. Really, he just gets cooler every time I think about him. But he was, it's not his job. So either they're gonna have to hire another closing courtesy, and for the love of God, I hope they don't keep calling out. Or
Sin, your
they'll
mic
have
is
to.
popping a lot.
Huh?
That might be mine, actually.
Is that your mic?
I've got
Okay.
folks talking in the background.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I just keep hearing popping. It's like, okay.
It might be me popping. I hope it's not.
Because it just did it again.
Oh,
Dan,
thanks.
are you not hearing it?
Failure is not an option.
I'm not hearing it, but I can see my icon lighting up.
I'm talking now. Is it popping now?
Nope.
Huh.
It may be Dan muting and unmuting or something going on.
Oh no, I'm not even doing anything. It's just picking up background noise.
Well, I'm just hearing a pop. That's it. It's not like background noise. No, it is a microphone pop.
Oh, that might be my microphone spot. Can you stay? Motherfuck.
One step
Yeah, I
back.
don't think it's probably not mine, considering mine's actually completely stationary, and it's been that way for a long time. I
Yeah,
don't think it doesn't have a button. It's just active
Even the
perpetually.
proudest of knights stumble.
Gotcha.
I am not physically messing with my mic, so I would be shocked to find out it's mine.
There we go. I would not be surprised if it's mine. I don't think it's popping on the stream, but let me
Oh,
listen.
I can hear it now. Yeah, now you mention it.
Okay, so it is my mic. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn my mic down, so hold on, give me just a moment. I need to listen to myself to be able to interact with my audio.
Ooh, that looks valuable. I hope you don't mind if I help myself.
Okay, how does that sound? That might do it?
Sounding fine so far, but we'll need to see.
Okay. So it might be my CPU's text, or...
Oh, I heard something.
There's that pop again. I don't know why it's popping.
Bless you.
Kind of weird.
Thank you. I don't know. It's not on my stream, so hold on, let me exit the call and rejoin.
Okay, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
We will see how this goes.
There we go. Alright, I've now lowered my microphone as well quite a bit. So hopefully that is good.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, you both just missed like the most beautiful dance I could have had with Lunagaron.
I'm trying to slowly make my way over there, but I keep on catching sight of spirit birds.
How'll be thou soon.
I'm right over the hill from you.
What was I saying? I feel like I was saying something important. I don't remember what it was.
As a matter of fact, hi there.
You were talking
crud, I ran out of
about
Demon
how you
Dance.
talk to your manager, that stuff. And your manager Chase and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Supervisor Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase, such an amazing person. But, oh yeah, that was it. It was either he's gonna have to get another closing courtesy, or he's gonna have to pay me a lot more, or, he's gonna have to get the other courtesies to actually do their goddamn job. That one is very unlikely.
Yeah, let me put it this way. That last year I was telling you about when I worked at the cannery, where I had to do 7 days a week for 10 weeks straight.
Just obscene, man.
Oh yeah, but that was mostly because they legitimately had a staffing issue because a few of the other individuals could read the writing on the wall a bit better than we could that the company was going to file for bankruptcy pretty soon. But since there
Jeez.
was almost nobody, so basically everyone had to not only work those hours but also do essentially 3 jobs at the same time,
Good
just like your
lord.
ongoing situation. But they were nice enough to also give everyone who actually did stick by a raise, and since we were also doing that much of extra work, we got time and a half.
Oh, that's nice.
To be fair though, basically the entire company had basically only functioned to essentially be a location for teenagers and high schoolers to get funding for college. That's like
Ah.
literally, that's literally what ran the company. Quite literally, the head managers of the company itself had actually also been working in the school system, specifically for
Good
that purpose.
lord.
Yeah, that was basically their summer job just as much as it was ours. And you know, it works!
That's
Which is why
brutal.
the company, which is why the entire company basically closes down on autumn onward anyway.
Jesus. Yeah, we deal with a lot of, like, between 16 and 21, I think, is our usual. And anyone over 40/50 is also a usual. Like, we have almost no one who is like, yeah, I get to see a very nice ass. Thanks, Barry. Oh, is that your pets?
The poison trap? Yeah, that's
Oh,
my palicos.
But we get a lot of, like, between 16 and 19. That's most of the courtesy clerks, honestly. It's like 16 to 19. And I've unfortunately had to work with many of them. And then for cashiers, it's like many of them are grandparents. Like, I've seen a lot of them talk to me about their grandbabies. And I'm like, bruh. I think one of the younger cashiers is like, at least of the usual. We have a few outliers, like I think we have like a 30-year-old as a cashier, but most of them are like in their 40s or 50s. I think we have one who's like in their 60s at the moment. It's just like, bruh.
That's a double.
There you go, buddy. Oh,
Hello.
hi, bud. But yeah, I'm so tired. And it, like, work itself, funny enough, is not tiring. Like, I'm actually kind of enjoying my work, weirdly enough. It's hard, it's kind of annoying, and it's tough on my body to some degree. But it's kind of nice. And I don't have to deal with people, which is very exciting. And I get consistent 40 hours. But having to deal with 2 managers wanting me to do opposite things on opposite sides of the building with, half of my crew not being there, it's like such a mental strain. Hi, buddy. Did we take his tail off, or is that just happening?
No, we did not.
No, we've broken it.
We
Oh,
have?
we have? Okay.
Yeah, it's broken.
Where is it? I don't see it on my map.
It doesn't come off.
Oh, this
Aw.
one's not severable. Gotcha.
It's such a perfect monster for it to come off, though. It's so disappointing. Oh, I should
Does the
probably...
antidoba? Does the antidoba do anything about the lights?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's literally just antidote.
Could have sworn it does a bit more than that, but we'll find out. Here's the wine. Oh yeah, it does clear away blights.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
I broke his face, guys.
Antidoba's great. Good
Dude,
snack.
I love his design. Like, he looks so cool. I really do like it. Is he the first blue monster I've enjoyed?
Toby Kadachi? No, never mind. You hated Toby
He's
Kadachi.
purple, isn't he?
No, Toby's blue.
Hikadachi's blue.
Oh, okay.
He's the flying squirrel.
One step back. Acceptable.
Oh dang.
Oh, the flying squirrel.
Mhm.
What was the other one that I liked?
Zinogre?
She's but a scratch.
Stygian
I liked
Zinogre.
I liked Stygian, but there was
Yeah. Pocket's still mad about that. I know she is.
Yeah.
Every time it gets brought up, she has. Me and her both have a small connection. To be fair, Noger's a very good monster, and your dislike of him is based purely on his color. Is sad.
Honestly, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
like his
lie.
hair.
I'm not the biggest fan of Zinogre either, but that's mostly just simply because I haven't gotten its moveset down yet, so it's really painful for me to fight.
I don't mind his moveset, especially after fighting Stygian like 12 times. I really don't mind it too much. But like normal Sinogre is just like,
Hello, Mr. Wolf. Meet the wall.
you know.
And the wall!
I think it's Toby I like.
And the wall!
No, it's Is it? No, I always get Toby and one other mixed up. I never remember which one I like and which one I don't. Oh, I broke something.
Is this one a Elder Dragon?
No, they're both like
You by my side.
fox-like
No,
creatures.
I mean the monster
Oh,
we're actually fighting right now.
this thing?
I was just
No.
wondering because, well, I'm
He's-
certain it's a long ways away from flinching. If
Oh.
it does, I'd like to know
It is
early
not
if
an
I
Elder
can
Dragon
trap it.
because we've already put it in the trap once. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I apparently have the memory of a goldfish. But hey,
Don't worry, my
it's a
memory's
lot more
worse.
common than I thought, apparently.
Do-do-do. Oh, that's 150.
Or at least for a lot of the
Shit.
other folks in my friend groups. Oh, that hurts!
That hurt a lot.
Don't die. We only have one faint left.
Fuck up. Yep.
Fair enough.
There you go. All the healing. Tunk. I really like his design. Like it's kind of like werewolf, normal wolf. Like it's so cool.
Oh, so we're fighting in a very small area. Sin Gokyo.
Yeah, he's really fucking me.
Wind has shifted direction.
This is
Get off the
this is a way too small of an area for me to fight him.
Yeah, the fact that we just kept fighting them there was actually convenient for me because I could just spam out stuff.
Oh,
But at the
it
same
was
time,
very
he's not a monster
inconvenient
really
for
wanna
me.
fight.
Fine whetstone you've got there.
Ooh. Do-do-do.
So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what the colored wire bugs do because I have never actually gotten the opportunity to take advantage of them.
I
Gold-
think the mount.
Gold
right
is
there.
more items, red is more damage. There you go.
Okay.
Hey, we can throw him into a couple walls over here.
Gonna be there in a moment.
Did I hit him? Can't tell.
No, I did.
Oh,
This
okay.
is what being a royal knight is all about.
Well, hi
I was
there. I'm a
fairly
moment
certain
late.
one of us hit him, but I was jumping at the time, so I was like, I can't see. Well, we've broken nearly every bone in his body at this point. I think only his legs are still fully scaled.
The back ones, maybe. The front one of the front ones at least, looks pretty
Both
scarred.
the front ones are gone. His face is also gone too. Can I actually fucking hit this guy, please?
Are you suffering?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. 2
Yeah, let's
inches
see.
closer, you fucking
Well,
whore.
perfect time to see this. Ooh, nullberries do pass too.
Oh, Jesus.
Hands down!
Perfect.
Don't let up!
Ugh. Well, that worked.
What are you doing with those bombs? Seems an awfully odd time to use them.
No,
Alabama memes placed? What?
yeah, I've got me misplaced. Waiting for him to come back towards me. Come here, buddy.
In that
I'm
case, let me bring him.
memeing on you, bitch.
Our fight ends now!
Hey,
Ow.
nice. He's so angry.
He's oh so low, we can trap him now.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
perfect. Where is that? My pitfall. Here's
Oh,
it is.
Dan.
Put right here.
If you're still looking for work, we're hiring.
Sounds like heck. I'm gonna look somewhere else.
Honestly, the job itself isn't that bad, and at least from
Ow! Ow, the crap!
He hit you before he fell. That's funny. Get assassinated, boy.
Literally, the end screen of Quest Failed is literally with his with one singular claw through my chest.
Good.
he's buried in the ground. That's so annoying.
That's so insulting.
It's
That's
so
why you
rude.
don't confidently stand in front of a pitfall.
I didn't even realize that was low.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. Yeah, funny enough, inside of the store, near the front where like the cashiering and stuff is, there's a little table set up right next to the ice machine and the lottery machine. There's a little table set up, and it's all, hey, take this and we'll hire you. It's like a job fair thing in the middle of the store. Oh, I cannot tell you how unbelievably desperate we must be right now. Oh.
Okay, what do I need now?
fuck
Can I
is
send
this
these
shit?
guys out to go fight Nargacugas? No, it does not look like I can.
Yep, I'm actually gonna grab this, which is nice.
Nope, instead these guys are gonna go hunt on Puke.
Puke. Hey, let me talk to you. Let me give you my business. Let me give you my money.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Well-studded. It was the one we just fought. It was the...
Lunagaron.
what was the one right before that?
Rakna Kadachi and Daimyo and Shogun, Senator
Right.
and Scimitar.
Damio and shit. That's right. Oh, what's the spider?
Rakna Kadachi.
Raknakadaki.
Oh, okay.
Bring on the
Rock
hard
now.
stuff. Ain't nothing
Is there
I
not
can't
one
forge.
for
Can't make us for
the
smiles
great
is the main
sword?
reason I've been banging
Not
away
necessarily
at
every monster has a
for
weapon
so
on
long.
or not necessarily every weapon, or every monster has every weapon.
That's sad.
It is, but
Yeah, fight Magnamalo at some point. Get me his weapons and shit.
well, he is for the current difficulty level.
Yeah. Get his weapons. I need to fight his first form to get
Get
Magnamalo Blade Plus.
The worst part is that thing is like the top of low rank.
It's just a little bit of a pain.
I mean,
Do I have the
could probably
best fire weapon?
kill the initial version in like 5 minutes
Guess I do.
with the gear we have right now.
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna be making another run at the wolf, or are we gonna be challenging something else?
We'll do the wolf again. See if we can punch him in the face. And hopefully this time not die.
Because it's personal now.
Ooh. The Skull X looks so cool. Kinda wish that was a... fucking... What's it called?
I have been wanting to
Layered armor.
Alright, let's make it happen.
Why is the skull not layered armor? That's such a waste. Such a waste of an item.
Wait, did I just get a glaive? Did I just get blueprints for a glaive that looks like a paintbrush? Oh, that's even
Yeah.
more insulting. I'm an artist.
Be sure to check the special quest.
Hmm.
Best of luck.
You gotta fight the paintbrush, my boy. Oh, good lord. I'm weirdly tired right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a glaive that looks like a paintbrush. Why?
That's kind of cute, though. Oh, let me look at the
I don't
glaive.
have it on me right now. Let me build the base level suit.
Yeah, I'm looking at the... Is that just a glaive that looks like a hand? The Bloom Snow Jab?
Let me pull. Hold
Oh
on.
my
Let me
god,
pull.
that's a fucking glaive that's just a gun.
Hey, Sin. Take a
Huh?
look.
I'll be here when you need me.
Oh,
This is the
that's cool.
glaive.
That's a reference to something. I'm trying to remember... That might be a reference to a One Piece character.
Hey there.
If only.
Because I know a
That's-
One Piece character has that exact item.
Actually,
Alright, let's make it happen.
but I wanna, but I shouldn't, but I wanna.
You really want to take a good dive. If you want to be a
Caster's Rod. Some of these look really cool. Like, they're very impractical, but they're really cool.
Yeah, let's go back to my dual blades.
That's not a trident. Trident requires 3. Try. Abominable snow pole.
I can swing whatever you need.
Dude, some of these are just fucking hilarious. The goddamn Dauntless Bayonet is the funniest weapon I've ever seen. It's just a straight up
Get some big
gun.
stuff then, shall we?
I mean,
Who-
Sin, have you seen the dual blades I'm currently using?
I don't think so.
Bye now.
Take a look. Take a close look at these. These are guns.
Oh my god, they are. That is beautiful. That's hilarious and beautiful. What the hell? Doggo, get your butt out of the way.
It's just my general fire air dual blades. They're like Acnosom, I think.
Oh yeah. I love that it's legitimately shaped like a gun, like a rifle, but it's a blade. I love that. Alright, are we good? Nice. Gonna play roulette with it again.
Nah, if I was playing roulette, I wouldn't have stopped.
I'm proud to join you on your quest.
Don't worry, Daddy brought the belts. No, don't want to sort. I want to. Oh, that one. Right. Oh, do I not have any more? Shock traps. There we go. Couple more. There we go.
You know, I think I'm gonna follow Wally for a while, just simply to find his pathway for this stuff. You're free to you're free to make your way directly for the monster if that's the way you desire, Sin. But
That would be very painful.
yeah, Wally's right. I need to grab some buffs. Ooh, a Skirgot.
Whee! Okay, Doggo, if you can just climb like a normal goddamn creature, that would be lovely.
At this point of the game, this is when you have to actually start like actively grabbing bugs. You can't just passively do it. You have to start actively doing it, which is annoying. But
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You know what a nice update might be? If they just make it that gathering enough of very particular varieties of spirit birds will actually just begin to let you allocate an array of points that you can pre-set up before the quest begins to as if you have collected those spirit birds during the quest you move into.
Yeah, I just don't want them bringing this system back. This system is awful.
I like
it is.
Worlds a little bit more.
Well, like, Worlds is the basic version where, you know, your stuff actually buffs stuff. Like, max potions actually maxing out your health, or an ancient potion actually doing and maxing out your health and your stamina. I hate the
Where'd the
spirit bird
lantern
system
bug go?
so much.
I thought for sure I saw one around here.
The spirit bird system just elongates hunts unnecessarily because the buffs that you would get normally from, you know, an ancient potion or a max potion if you didn't eat your meat and your veggies back at camp. The fact that your food is less important now is stupid. I hate Rise's way of doing it.
Yeah.
One of many reasons why I don't like Rise that much.
This is definitely like of Rise and World. World is 100% better, at least in my opinion so far. It's just it feels better to play. The only part of Rise that I like more than World so far is literally this one moveset for this greatsword. That's it.
Just simply because it's floatier.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a few things that I like. I don't hate the weapon stuff in Rise. I just don't like it either because it doesn't feel great for the most part. I like Generations' way of doing it so much more, where it's everything set on a performance, not a timer. Because that means if you perform well enough, you could be spamming out your high-end moves, and their high-end moves also become more important because, oh hey, they're not on a timer or connected to your movement. They're connected to your performance against a monster in a hunt. So the more damage you're dealing, the more often you can use your flashy stuff, and the more important that flashy stuff becomes to you as a player. Because you could play without ever having to rely on the flashy stuff. But in Rise, it's like, hey, guess what? What? You're completely kneecapping yourself if you don't use all of this flashy crap that we give you. It's like, cool, but what if I don't want to? Well, then you're missing out on like half of your current moveset because monster moves so fast that you can't cack.
Jeez.
I don't like Rise's monster. They feel way too clunky. Or not really clunky, but they feel way too chaotic. Like in Generations and World, monsters move fast, but yeah, you're slow. In Rise, somebody handed them all a ferret and went, mimic this wave of movement.
Just wobbly, just long wobbly body and everything.
Long wobbly speedy boy. I saw a video recently of a guy called Pirate Software, and he was like, ferrets have 2 modes in pictures. Frozen in time, or and it's just a picture. It's a picture of 3 ferrets next to each other in someone's arms, and 2 of them are like perfectly still, like every detail in the picture is captured. And the 3rd ferret in this lady's arms is just a blur.
Honestly, true to life right there.
And it's like,
I love ferrets. I really, really do. And yeah, they are demons sometimes.
It's like
Normal demons, but demons.
But like seriously, I don't like how monsters feel. I just don't like Rise on it. I don't hate it overall.
Stop it, spider!
If I hated it, I would not have played it 3 times at this point. But I definitely do not like certain details about it. Maps feel weird, honestly. Some maps feel perfectly fine, but like older maps that they brought in feel funky, really funky.
I don't know where I am.
You're somewhere. Did you fall down a hole?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. I did that too.
Are you suffering from some sort of ailment? You better take care of
Ooh,
yourself.
light!
Eh. Oh.
Kind of. This reminds me of Levin Thunder.
Some form of hole.
Hi there, I'm here to kill.
Puff puff
Sorta.
pass with the monster.
But
Ooh.
yeah, it's
Mountain
like
posture,
monsters
damage
get
up.
honestly, when we get later, there's a monster that I'm gonna end up having a rant over. But it is
Always
kind
love
of
your rants.
like there's 2 monsters in this game that I got to rant about because there's a couple I could, but like they are specifically like I have to rant about it because their inclusion in this game makes no sense.
Is one of them Gormagala?
Yep.
I'll show you what I'm really
But until Sin sees him, he's not gonna have any context for anything I say. So I rather give him I rather him see the context before I go on a like 30-minute rant of why it doesn't make sense that they're in Rise.
Come here, buddy.
Honestly, it's the entire Gormagala line that is in this game, and it's like, why?
Is it like?
Alright,
Is that like the
power wires, let's go!
Martamata? The fucking fire titan thing?
No. Gormagala is a black monster.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 versions of it, and all 3 are in this game. Gormagala, Shagarumagala, and Chaotic Gormagala.
Yeah. Is that like the rock creature we fought?
No. It is very much something you have not seen before.
Oh, okay.
It has one of the more unique skeletons in the Monster Hunter world, or Monster Hunter universe of games. It's got one of the more unique skeletons. Quite a few monsters use it at this point, but like, for its skeleton, there's not that much. It's a newer skeleton type.
Hey guys, over here!
Oh.
Toad. Sleep Toad.
Oh.
Never mind.
You
ran out of
Toad
juice.
ran away. It's okay, Toad. We only killed you a little bit.
Oh no, I didn't even do that. I just pulled him out of the cage and put him on the ground.
Oh, that's super nice. I'm used to us kicking them.
You're used to that because World.
Yeah. I
This is
do
Rise.
like
Apparently
World
we're
quite
nice
a bit.
to. But this is Rise. Apparently we're nice to small creatures now. Kind of.
I'm shocked. It's not our usual motif at all. Yeah, I do quite enjoy playing World, and just kind of like figuring things out with it, like moving around in it and stuff like that. Something about Rise just, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Like,
Rise isn't bad per se. Like,
yeah.
the game is fun to play. There's plenty to do. Rise has more monsters than World, funnily enough. Hold on.
For sure.
But like, and there's more quests overall.
Which is kind of funny considering there's less story.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, and let's be real, the entire story of World is just, hey, something's about to destroy the city. Can I talk you into going to kill it?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, it's kind of fun though.
Rise's whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's the point though.
Yeah, like Rise's whole thing is okay. Yeah, you're a village hunter. You're not a commission hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to be this. You're not trying to learn anything. You're just dealing with the problems of a village. And then Sunbreak is, oh hey, a connection to your village is having issues. They're asking your village for help because it's starting to affect your village. Is basically the gist of it. Pepper,
You can't fight like that. Heal up.
Pepper, please get out of in front of my monitor and my mic.
Dude, I hate this lady.
Pure Rain.
Yeah.
I thought you liked her.
I did until I got hit once, and she said, "Oh my god, you can't fight while injured, heal up."
Deploying trap here.
And also, I'm fairly certain she pushed me off a ledge to make me fight this guy.
Form upon me.
It's kind of annoying.
She's trying to. There we go. She was trying to talk us into dropping it into her trap.
I thrive on the
Like literally straight up disengaged from the fight, just simply he's standing on it.
Jesus.
You better take care of yourself.
But I liked her. I like her design. I like the fact that she doesn't constantly talk as much as
Wait, this cloud actually just clears ailments. That's cool.
Oh, that's nice. Which doesn't talk as much as the handler, but man, some of the shit she said.
Be careful.
Howling mad, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
puns.
appreciate it. You have my thing.
I'm glad that she's only here for a couple of missions, but honestly, it'd probably be a lot better without her.
Victory is as certain as
I mean, you can also bring her on standard missions if you're short a few hands.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Very annoying.
Ooh, that's a nice one, Pidge. Light him on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat things in Rise. Rise has a lot of neat things. The thing is that so much of it is muddled down by the systems of the hunt. Like, the Spirit Bird system is awful. I hope they never bring that system back. It was a bad idea. It is a bad idea. It makes hunts take forever because after a certain point, Spirit Bird collecting becomes a mandatory, and it's not fun.
Jesus.
It's boring. We don't gain anything from it past health and damage, and we gain health buffs, stamina buffs, damage resistance, and attack buffs. Here's the thing though. For as cool as all that is,
Oh, shit.
why can't you just give it to us like you did in World and other games, you know, in a way that isn't frustrating?
Are you trying
Yeah,
to
that'd be a lot easier to deal with. I mean, Rise had a fantastic way of doing it.
vulnerable? Attack!
Or not Rise, World had a fantastic way of doing it.
Like-
a thing or two.
Oh,
Whoa,
so the
where
fact
am
that World feels just better
Bridge.
overall.
Where am I going?
100%.
There we go.
The combat in World feels a lot more grounded. Yeah, things in Rise are flashy. They're flashing on purpose. They're made with that intent, and you know what? That's fine. I don't mind that. What I mind is how Rise handles everything around that flashy combat. It feels, in my opinion at least, awful. Now, the combat itself is fine, but getting to the combat and dealing with all of your in-betweens with combat doesn't feel good. In World, the downtime felt like actual downtime. In Rise, it feels like I need to get back to the monster before all of this crap falls off. Or, you know, oh hey, this map that is absolutely massive, I have to either ride my dog, or if I don't want to take my dog because I'm a multiplayer and I want actual buffs and something useful towards the end of the game, you take your cat. And so you're having to sit there and run and do all this crap against these really large mappings that don't feel interesting to traverse normally.
I just realized
Ooh,
I never gave us demon drugs or armor
564.
skins.
Huh?
Hey, Buds, take some of these.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
like, the maps are neat, don't get me wrong, and there's plenty to explore, but World's maps felt so much more fun to explore. Like, I know you guys, a lot of people hate it. I love it, and I think it's a pinnacle of what maps should feel like. Ancient Forest.
These
all you
maps
want,
I've
yes.
experienced in Rise so far have just felt very bland.
Yeah,
Like they're
that's-
populated by a bunch of stuff, but it feels bland.
they don't feel like they're a place. They feel like an arena
Yeah.
that has side objectives. But like, I know people hate it. I don't think Pocket likes it. I don't remember if I don't think you particularly liked it either. But Ancient Forest is a great example of you don't
Hate the
feel
Ancient
like you're
Forest.
just traversing. You feel like you're actively going through a dense forest to some degree, trying to make your way and getting a little lost in the process.
Which is
Heck, they
really
even
funny
further.
because that's one of the reasons that I like and don't like the Ancient Forest. Because, like, the reason I don't like the Ancient Forest is because I get lost in it so easily. Because it feels like a legitimate forest. Even when I'm looking at the minimap, it's like I'm lost, like, half
Yeah.
the time.
And you
But
know
it
what?
feels like an actual place.
Yeah, it's like, but then you get places like here, the Citadel. Man, this place does not feel coherent.
Yeah, I honestly could not remember most of this if I tried.
It's like, it's a neat map. It's got some neat landmarks. However, those landmarks are also iffy. You have a bog in one corner, an ice mountain in another, and a broken down castle in another. Three
Bad if
different
I also
things that, you know, together would be pretty neat if they worked them together better, but they didn't. They all stick out from each other like a sore thumb. Yeah, you've got castle type like architecture around in the stinking, what's it called? Like all over the map. However, they don't feel connected to each other. They all feel slapped together to some degree with areas mixed in between. And the areas mixed in between are inconsistent. It's a bad map. It's a cool map, but it's at least from my perspective, it's a bad map. Because there's no coherence. In the Wildspire Waste, it was coherent. Yeah, you had a small bit of the Ancient Forest because you were technically on the edge of the Ancient Forest. Okay, great. You had the water of the Wildspires, you know, because of the Ancient Forest connection. There was a bog, like wetlands. And next to that wetlands was the beginning of the desert, more or less. And it
Hey,
all
guys.
fit together. It was one coherent design philosophy.
Never mind.
What were you saying?
Palico laid down a poison trap. I was trying to see if we could guide him to it.
Ah.
But like, then you've got places like the Sunken Forest here, which is one coherentness, which is nice. But the Sunken Forest, or no, the Flooded Forest, not the Sunken Forest. Sorry, misworded. That map is old. That's an old map that was just ported, but it's coherent because it's an old map. The new maps in this game don't feel coherent enough to me. They're bland. They're big arenas, but they don't feel like lively places. Everything feels dead.
Where is the Flooded Forest brought over from? I mean, the name
Uh,
sounds familiar
3.
from Tribe, but it
The
doesn't
Flooded
look
Forest
the
is
same.
from Tribe.
But it doesn't look like the. It still doesn't really look like the one that was in Try.
Because they had to change it for Rise. If they tried to bring out the Tri version of the map, it wouldn't work for this game. The thing is, it's like all the maps that are brought over from older games are basically remasters or remixes of the old maps. They're still the technical old maps because a lot of the same areas show up, but like they aren't the same map. It's weird. They're the same map technically. They're meant to be the same places, but because of Rise and how Rise works, they had to redo the maps. Either shrinking them and making them smaller, kind of, in air quotes. Smaller in the sense of, like, locations aren't like, you know how, like, in older games, you know, you felt like you traveled the distance, even though all you did was change locations. Because the areas would look different, and you would see other areas in the distance.
And let's be real, we don't know what the difference in time between those two games is, so chances are it would have probably changed over that course of time.
Yeah, by the way,
Still,
he's low.
low pressure. Oh,
Oh, yeah?
perfect. Let me get
Okay.
my trap.
Yeah, but it's like, it's fine. You know, it's fine. But it's like, there's bits and pieces of the detailing that doesn't exist. That should exist, but does not. And then, you know, you come from World. Now, older games are similar to this, where it doesn't feel quite as... What's the word? It doesn't feel quite as lively, but they still do things. They still set up illusions in older games. Like for you, for instance, we'll have like things like PNGs, like JPEGs in the background moving around in very simple animation to make the world feel a little more alive, even though it's realistically probably roughly the same as Rise, if not a little less than Rise. But the small details that they do add make the game feels livelier. While in Rise, everything feels somewhat dead. Like, there is stuff, there's spirit birds around, there's small animals, there's the you know, Roggy and whatnot, but it's like, there's missing details in comparison, especially after World,
It's just I can't sit here and wait for
and
it
after
all
playing
day.
World that you
I've
notice.
gotta-
But the maps just don't feel quite right.
I guess there's no
The
point in
the areas
stopping
are
now.
either too big, so
Should've waited
monster
for
attacks
Blackie.
become a joke, or they're too small, and it doesn't feel good to fight
all
anything in
yours.
because you're sitting there in a hallway.
Yeah.
Like, World's maps World's maps are congested, but just big enough to where you can move.
Ooh.
Bahari, your test will have to wait.
What? Why?
And a lot of things just don't
data.
feel quite right in Rise.
What is this? Also, who the hell's Bahari?
A researcher.
Oh.
The weird researcher we defeated someone. Yep, that's
Ooh.
Magnum. Oh. That's no wait. What was his name again?
Malvinos.
Valsinos.
Kind of neat.
Move!
I kind of like your design, honestly. You're really cool.
It's a vampire. As a dragon.
I have come.
I don't like those weird horn things on its chin, but... Or are those ears? I can't tell. I haven't seen it long enough. Oh, that's just his ear things. I see. Body it with your shield. Okay. Oh. Wow, lady. That was one hit. Just drink a damn potion. You'll be fine.
Run!
I'll be all right.
Wasn't super concerned, lady. Also, you have two swords?
No, that's you returning the sword she had previously.
Yeah, but she has one on her hip, too.
Oh, that's a dagger. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure, or a short sword. Just a sidearm. Arm for if worse comes to worse. I mean, technically, you have a sidearm like that as well. It's your carver's knife. It's your carving knife.
Oh yeah, it's true. A fountain pen with a blue feather gifted by her.
Okay, I gotta see what kind of armor I can use with the wolf pelt.
Dude, I want to know if it looks cool. I don't give two shits. Come on, keep going. I like the cutscenes. I don't like the kings while we're talking. Also, it's very possible that the clicking or popping noise, whatever you heard, was probably the A button on my controller.
No, it was a mic pop.
Oh, okay.
It was a very distinct mic pop.
Okay. Ooh,
As someone who
Mitsumune
worked in
Diablos.
audio for 3 years, no, that was a very clear mic pop noise.
Oh, we get to fight another Rathian. Oh.
Not a Rathian.
Well, no, there's Shogun, Sen, Atara, and Rathian.
Oh.
And then also Raphalos. I don't know which one we actually want to fight next, but we'll get to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, because I'm probably going to have to go for dinner here soon. But I need to find out about the wolf thing first.
Yeah, I was like, not a Rathian. Wait a minute, no, not Espinas yet. Espinas is the upcoming.
Oh, does the wolf not have a tree on their large sword?
I don't remember.
That's sad.
I think he should. I don't know why he wouldn't.
Oh, and there it is. Ooh, Sword of the Winter Moon, dude. It has purple sharpness? Oh my god. Bruh, I need to get that sword. That is awesome. Ooh, we actually gained purple swords now. Nice. Where is my current one? Oh, it's the... No, which one went? Oh, the Onksum tree. Oh, I haven't unlocked the next Onksum one yet. Okay, I'm going to have to move off of that then. Because I'm a little
You
bit
have to
behind
fight
the
an
times
Agnoson
now.
at least once to see it.
Huh?
And we did not actually fight the Master Rank Agnoson.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So I need a Glaciolator, which means I need a...
Just go fight it off screen. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. So I got my current one. Are they all... Oh, they're all part of the oratory. Well, that's...
Yes! The Mazutsun's finally here!
The Rumbra, the Tigrex. Oh, Tigrex is going to be a pain. That's okay. Alright, what's my
I'm more
armor?
concerned about the Diabolos.
Diablos is going to be a pain in the ass. But we might not fight it, but we'll see. Ooh.
I've been waiting for the Mazutsun to show her face for a long time.
Ooh, what you do?
Finally.
2, 4,
I get
minus
to
2,
make
minus
the
2.
kimono again.
Minus 3, minus 2. Ooh. Okay. Let me look at my armor real quick though. And then I'll do.
Hey, good to see ya.
Ooh.
That doesn't really look that great on me.
Critical eye. None of these are particularly good for what I'm going for. I need more. I need the attack boost and damage boost and shit. Dober kind of gives me it a little bit. So I might go for a Dober at some point.
Oh, Dober?
Yeah,
That's just
Dober
a
X.
general. That's just a general parts armor set. I don't even think you need to fight large monsters to make that.
I don't think so.
You just
At
need to
least
go
in that
gathering.
world.
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
also
say.
doesn't look that good.
That was a primary armor set I used for the longest time when I was getting into World.
Because right now I'm using Baroth X, which is mostly for the attack and defense boost. But that is a rarity 8, and we're on... Are we still on rarity 8? Well, we're still on rarity 8, so it should be fine. Well, Lungar is level rarity 9, but should be fine for now. Still kind of waiting for the next hard-hitting monster, so... Oh, I can upgrade my armor again. Hell yeah. Okay, so... Okay, so it's just 400. Cool. I was like, how much do I need to upgrade this stuff? But honestly, not too bad.
Deploy my buddies for backroom deals? Well, that's... And you're openly okay with this?
Strike while the iron's hot.
Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, feel free to hit that like button,
careful out
or
there.
if you're on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're on our Twitch watching this stream, feel free to hit that follow button. That's the word that I should have said in the first place. Go check out our socials, which is inside of the chat there below. Probably everything should be fine with developing. We're probably going to be doing Undertale next week if we're able to, and we're going to switch off between Undertale and Monster Hunter Rise every other Sunday. And then Mondays, hopefully we'll be Jump Chain. We're not doing it we're not doing it tomorrow, because obviously I have work and Corn has work as well. Or, no, he has a wedding he's going to, if I remember correctly. And, then I have work the rest of the week. I might be doing a stream at some point late at night during who knows when, at some point the rest of the week, but I'm not entirely sure. So keep an eye out inside of our Discord if you guys want to stay up to date when I do streams. You can also just get notified by literally anything that allows you to get notified. So, and yeah, we'll see all of you fine folks on the very next episode. Bye.
Have a good one.
Auf Wiedersehen and arrivederci. Goodbye and goodbye.